It's not been often for the last several months that I'm here right at server up. Time change coming up. Well, maybe that'll happen more often. So I got 4 Omega accounts. I log them all in daily and get whatever's coming to me. So, you know, which a lot of times is dumb skins. Halcyon Dawn skins, right? Yeah. So I hope to make billions and billions of ISK today.
Connecting.
We all know how that's gonna go, right? Yeah. I did, look at that. I only have 11 million ISK on this guy. Man.
Connecting.
He's my merchant guy. I figured it was about the right time to buy Plex for ISK and try and pad my my stash here of ISK a little bit better. I've been pad my stash of Plex, yeah. I have been collecting Plex for multiple months now. Actually, maybe as much as 6 months. And I'm waiting for something to happen in game. And when it does, I'll pull the trigger and I'm going to spend all of it. But I'm just waiting. It's all in my plan for intergalactic domination, right? Yeah. So, Da Vinci, hello. Seropi, hello. How y'all doing? So currently this says my net worth is 855 billion on this character. And so anyway, I got to sell a few more things before I can do any more business with this guy. I literally spent all the rest of the ISK that I had left on Plex. So yeah, I suppose I could send him some from my other guys. But anyway, get these guys in fleet. Ah, there's no fleet available yet. All right, very good. It is right at the beginning of server up. So to start with, let's go out and run a site. You're doing good, Sir Ropey? That's excellent. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. Although my neck injury has been giving me some issues. I've almost completely lost feeling in this finger here. And I've been working out and which I haven't done for a while. I picked that back up again. And my muscles are a lot tighter here in my shoulders, which pulls on my neck, which causes this pinched nerve. Yeah. So, you're doing some mining missions. Yeah, I never have been one for mining missions, but much respect to you if you enjoy that. I just never really have had it feel like a thing for mining missions. Yeah. You know. All right. You know what? Maybe we should start off with a bang. That's what we should do.
Accepted. We
should start off with a bang. Is it beneficial to use multiple accounts? It can be. So, there's 2 reasons that people use multiple accounts. The primary reason is because you can do things like focus one character on one account for, say, combat, and missions. Whereas you can have a second account that'll be like a merchant and transport and stuff like that, or manufacturing industry. And then there, you know, if you have two accounts, then there's the added benefit of where you can then have them interact with each other, have them both on at the same time. And so let's say your mission guy can go out and do a mission or go do a site like I'm about to do, and you can have him followed by another guy that is going to do salvage, pick up the loot, whatever, while your other guy goes out to do their next mission. So it can be a little bit more effective, but you are paying for two accounts instead of one. So, you know, that's a thing too. All right, we are going to now this ship is set up very specifically for this this site, and it's really just for fun. This is one I do just for fun. Get ready for some video lag. I just blast through this site. I can zoom out a bit here. Oh, maybe. It's running a bit slow. Yeah, so nothing like blowing a ton of stuff up, huh? That maxed out my GPU. It's just too many explosions at once. Anyway, starting out, you know, there's no need to have multiple accounts until you find that you're really enjoying the game and you feel that it would be very beneficial. So, all right, is there any loot? Sometimes there's a sentient loot. Nope, not this time. Okay. And that site is completely done. I won't bother with salvaging it. The salvage on this is worth less than $1 million. So, you know, not really worth it. And we are in fleet. All right, heading this one back. This ship is way too vulnerable to getting attacked and stuff. It's not something that I leave sitting out here. I go site to site to site. I've never gotten an escalation from one of those. I suppose if I did, though, it'd be a 5 of 10. So... We're going to find pilots for, take you along for your logistics ship. So, are you in a corp? Da Vinci? If not, you should be in a corp.
Docking request.
If you really like logistics, even though you're newer, I might even suggest Null Corp. Logistics are always very well appreciated, and there's a lot of big battles to be had. So... yeah, if that's your thing. Druid. Yeah. Yep, if that's your thing, you know. All right, we're going to go do a couple sites that can potentially give me... yeah, they placed you in a starter corp, yes. So, you should join an actual player corp. You're in an NPC corp. It's made up of real players, but there's no leader. Whereas if you join a player run corp, there will be a leader that, you know, part of your pitch to them is, hey, I love to be logistics, you know. Let me help out on that stuff. And if they're looking for that, they'll be excited to have you. But also, don't trust anybody in Eve, right? Yeah, you can't trust anybody in Eve.
Warp drive active.
So, if you get into a corp and they're like, oh, you should put all of your assets, all of your ships and everything, and all of your money into the corporate bank so that we can all share whatnot. Tell them to fuck off, and you go find a different corp. You also can get recommendations from other people on a good corp. There are many out there. So to find a corp that uses a doctrine, that'd be Null Corps. I mean, a lot of corporations use doctrines, but... oh, I am really close on this one. Alright, so... here. We have to warp in at distance. Fine. Problem of being so close is that I have a hard time hitting some of them if they're fast. This is a Marauder. Top end of the battleship line. Trying to kill a spider with a shotgun. Have you ever seen my spider video that I have on my channel? We used to have this house on a beautiful lake that the spiders would love to hang out on our back patio. And one time there was so many spiders up there that it looked like a carpet. So I went out and got the shop vac, and I hooked up a GoPro to it, and I went and sucked up all the spiders, put it on video to like some raunchy death music or something like that. I'm not a fan of spiders. Although I try not to, you know, I try to be kind to everything, even insects and stuff. Like, I live in the South, and so it's not uncommon to get what they call palmetto cockroaches in the house. And they're huge. They're really big. They can be 4 or 5 inches, and they can fly, many of them. And they get into your house for whatever reason. They primarily live in the oak trees. They're not invasive like, you know, the German cockroaches. Those ones, you get them in your house and you are screwed. It's not that type. These guys can't survive in the house. They get too dried out. Oh, sweet. We got a sentient. This is a special spawn here. This is going to have special loot. This is a chance of 1 in 100 sites. Come up with the sentient. And there we go. And it has loot. Right as my shield alarm went off. Alright, let's pull that puppy in. Anyway, they can't live in the house but a couple of days. Those, I take them outside. I let them go back outside, even though they're a cockroach. So, you know, not too much. You know, I got 6.7 million in loot. It's okay amount. It's not a huge amount. So, but it's good. And the bounty on it will have been around like 10 million or something. Oh, we should salvage this. The salvage on it might be good too. What happened when I dumped the shop vac? Yeah, I left it outside in the sun for a little while. Cooked them. And then dumped it in the trash. Oh. Did he even get anything? Oh, it failed. Oh, they destroyed the salvage. Well, that's too bad. That could have been worth a few million at least. All right. Well, call that one a success. That was good. Here's what I normally do. Normally warp in at distance.
Warp drive active.
And it's an optimal range script and scorch. And it takes me, I don't know, 10% longer to do the site because it's just not quite as much DPS, but it allows for a couple things. One, you have much better tracking at that distance. You hit the target much better. Maybe it doesn't even take longer given those tracking problems. Two, you know, you just take them out quicker. Well, I'm having a little trouble thinking this morning. All right, let me get aligned here. Get smaller ones done up. So this also gives me distance from if somebody decides to come in here and, you know, try and get me or whatnot. I'm already aligned. I'm quite far out from the landing spot, and it gives me just a little bit more time. It also, I don't have to pull my drones out because I never get that close. Logistics drones in conjunction with logistics ship. It can be, you know, there could be different setups for that. So, you know, see, if you're using a logistics ship and you need to defend yourself and the other people in your party are not paying attention, like let's say you're working in high sec and you're helping out somebody who's running a mission or whatnot, and a rat gets on you that you're not able to shake, you might want combat drones to help get that rat off of you. If you're in Null and you're in a big fleet or whatnot, then it's going to be whatever the doctrine is. And you might want to get in on some kills, and so you might want to, you know, I think primarily combat drones. Yeah. Because if you're fighting other players, you want to get in on those kills. You want to get some damage on them. So while you're doing logistics on your other guys on your side, you're throwing out your drones at the enemy, helping to score yourself some points. Oh yeah, combat drones assigned to a drone bunny. They may have you do that too. Which basically, what that means is that the drones are all assigned to one person who has their drone set to attack anything that attacks them or whatever. And so they may have 20, 25 drones. I don't know what the maximum is. They may have 20, 25 drones. Wow, I hit a trigger here. And with those, they are able to then they swarm, and yours will be part of the swarm, and you will get credit for the kills. So yeah. How okay, so Da Vinci, let me ask you, are you
Welcome
Alpha or
to
Omega?
the Dragons.
Selmanus just followed.
Selmanus, thank you for following. Welcome. How long have you been playing? I'll try and make some recommendations for you here. Dominus, hello? You believe it's Omega? Okay. And so how long have you been playing, Da Vinci? Few days now? All right, here's my recommendation. Apply to Eve University. Google Eve University and apply to them. It'll take you a couple of weeks to get in with them, but they are a great place for learning. They have stuff that they do in high sec, low sec, null sec, maybe even wormhole space. And you'll be able to learn a ton. Plus their website's really good. They have a lot of guides and stuff, which I use them quite often for stuff. Then at some point, if you're really digging stuff, then you can look at joining like a Null Corp or whatever. I'm in a really good one. But they probably wouldn't entertain somebody who's, you know, a week or two old. And but a couple months old, they'll be all over that. They'll be thinking that's great. And they, you know, at least like our corp, you know, if one of the things you want to do is fly capital ships and stuff, they'll set you on a path to get there. You know, for flying the really big stuff. But it does take a long time to, you know, to get in, to get trained up on everything. Another reason why you might have multiple accounts. So, like, first started playing, I opened up 7 accounts when I started playing seriously. I tried a couple of times and washed out. But when I started playing seriously, I opened 7 accounts. And I focused 1 on Caldari ships, 1 on Minmatar, 1 on Galante, another one on Amar, and then industrial, hauling, mining, and something like that. And then as they all got skilled up, I started adding other things to them, secondary things to them, so they could work better together. Like I have characters that can do mining fleet where I could have 5 miners, and I could have one that's you know, lead of the fleet, offering boosts to all the miners, and then another one that is coming down and picking up all the ore and transporting it back. But now that I've been playing for quite a while, I don't need that many accounts anymore. I have 4 right now. And the 4th one I only sometimes use. So really I use 3 primarily. Now, you know, that's a big commitment and everything, but you know, dollar-wise. But if you're that into it, then, you know, it's fine. And most people in Null probably have 2 accounts. It's pretty rare to find a person with a single account. And I wanted to get to all the content faster. And by specializing, I was able to get to stuff faster. Combat medic skin? Well, because you're liking to fly logistics, that's a great gift. That's right on target. If you like to fly logistics, you may not be able to use the skin yet, but that sounds like a pretty awesome gift. Now I have another example of a couple of accounts working together. I have another character in here. He's the guy in green on the list of pilots in here. He is primarily a capital pilot. And if I get a spawn in here of a carrier, then he's going to warp in here and take care of it. Because this ship is not big enough to take care of that. By the way, if you're watching live, today and tomorrow are the last days of the Plex sale. If you've been wanting some Plex, exclamation point coupon in chat. Use discount code, save yourself a little bit more. Just today and tomorrow is all that's left in it. And they have the Gilded Predator skins. Gate system limited ship size, no. The only thing for travel that's limited ship size could be wormholes. Some of them only small ships can fit through, medium, large, extra large. Other than that,
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
the only other thing is that gates won't allow capital ships into high-sec. Used to scam people on my website for WoW accounts. Awesome. Yeah. I just scammed him out of the ability to talk anymore in chat. Hi, I'm a thief. I just wanted to come by and say hi. Shuts door.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Actually,
_O
grabs
just
gun.
followed.
Shoots. Shuts door. At one time, capitals could take gates when they first came out, and then they decided that not to. So there are a few capitals in HiSec, but they're very, very rare. And I don't think that they ever leave the systems that they're in. And they don't really get used to their potential, because I believe if they do, then they get thrown out into low-sec. Something like that.
Warp drive active.
Gunganeer, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Excellent content in chat. Yeah. We had a sniping in chat. Are carriers the most lethal of the capital class? No. Titans are. But they all come with their particular use cases. Because, like, a Titan wouldn't do very good at a site like this. You know, even though it's got, you know, massive amounts of destruction, it's not designed for this. It's designed for, you know, big fleet battles. Gunganeer, welcome, yes. I forgot to check the last one if there was any loot. Usually there's just a single ship that spawns when there is, but I like to check anyway in case I'm not paying enough attention. Which I do need to be diligent about paying attention, because hostiles could come in and I might want to take off. Somebody in Fleet Chat said that they finally acquired all of the Halcyon Dawn skins, so now they should do better on the daily skins. Interesting. Wonder how many I've got. Makes me wonder. Has anybody else here gotten all of the Halcyon Dawn skins? Thought it would take like 2 or 3 years to get that, and I guess maybe that's been happening that long. One of the best daily reward skins ever is the casino skins. No clue what those are? Yeah. Well, I may look in a minute. Right, that's it. No special loots. Right, so Halcyon Dawn skins. Skins. Wow. So these are the Halcyon Dawn skins. I have 114 of 247 of them. Man, I don't know how anybody would have I don't even have half of them. I have a lot of skins. I have 886 skins. So. Yeah, there's still a lot there. So that's 130 or so. And it's like, you know, you only get a skin once every 3 days or something like that, you know, or every 4 days. So, you know, another year, year and a half, 2 years. Something like that.
Warp drive active.
Is there skins are no longer acquirable? Yes, there are. And one of the ways that I make money in the game is I sell skins that are no longer available anywhere. I acquire them and I hold on to them, and then I start selling them when they become rare. What are my opportunities for today? What else do I need to do? Armor repair, scan 2 relic sites, scan 5 signatures. I think the price of Plex will continue to go up. So historically, there is inflation in the game. As inflation goes up, so does the value of Plex. One of the things I recommend to people if they're going to take an extended break from EVE is to take all your liquid ISK and buy Plex with it, because the Plex will continue to maintain with any inflation in the game. And so it'll still be worth as much, you know, relative to everything. When you come back here, too. Something like that.
Dragons have balls of steel.
Brain Manager
sure.
just subscribed. All hail the dragon.
All hail the dragon. 41 months is a sub. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Look up what that equals. Top of my head, might be 1,240. I was close, 1,230. All right, 1,230 gold. Everybody here in Brain Manager's honor. Thank you, buddy. I very much appreciate it. Well, another one down. Locked here. We're gonna switch ships. Watching on YouTube. See you in the next episode.